Hey gardeners, hold up! Before you get too excited about amending your soil this summer, let's take a moment to talk about what you're actually adding to your garden beds. It's easy to assume that anything organic or nutrient-rich is automatically good for your plants, but that's not always the case, especially when the weather heats up. Before you toss anything into your soil this summer, I want you to hear this out. The heat of the season changes how your soil and plants react to different amendments, and some common ingredients can actually backfire if you're not careful. There are a few things lots of us are guilty of adding to warm garden soil that, believe it or not, can do more harm than good. First up, fresh manure. It's a classic mistake, and I totally get why people do it. I know, it's tempting. It seems natural, right? But in hot soil, fresh manure can actually scorch your plant's roots. The heat intensifies the ammonia and salts, leading to root burn and unhappy veggies. Not only that, but fresh manure can also introduce weed seeds and harmful bacteria into your garden, which is the last thing you want when your plants are already stressed by the heat. If you want to use manure, always let it compost first. Trust me, your plants will thank you. Well-composted manure is much gentler, safer, and provides nutrients in a form your plants can actually use without the risk of burning. Next, let's talk about raw kitchen scraps like fruit peels or veggie bits. It might seem like a shortcut to healthy soil, but there's a catch. Sure, they break down eventually, but when you toss them straight onto warm soil, you're basically rolling out the red carpet for pests. Think flies, rodents, and even raccoons digging up your beds. Plus, decomposing scraps can create unpleasant smells and even attract unwanted insects that can harm your plants or spread disease. If you're into composting, keep that stuff in your pile, not right in your garden. Composting breaks down those scraps safely, turning them into rich, plant-friendly humus without the pest problems. Now, I've seen some folks sprinkle chemical fertilizers during a heat wave, thinking it'll give their plants a boost. It's a common move, especially when you see your plants looking a little tired in the sun. But guess what? Intense sun plus synthetic fertilizer is a recipe for root burn. The combination of high temperatures and concentrated nutrients can actually dehydrate your plants and damage their delicate root systems. The salts can concentrate fast in warm soil, stressing or even killing your plants. Always water deeply after fertilizing, or better yet, wait for cooler weather. If you must fertilize, use organic options and apply them sparingly, making sure your soil stays moist. And here's a sneaky one: wood ash. It's something a lot of gardeners have on hand, especially after a backyard bonfire or using a wood stove. It's full of potassium, but in hot soil it can throw your pH way up, especially if you add too much at once. High pH can lock out nutrients like iron and magnesium, leading to yellowing leaves and stunted growth. That can lock out important nutrients. If you must use wood ash, add it slowly, and mix it in well. Test your soil's pH regularly so you don't accidentally make things worse. One more, coffee grounds. Everyone says they're garden gold, but in the heat, coffee grounds can compact and form a crust on top of your soil. This crust acts like a barrier, making it tough for water and air to reach your plant roots. That blocks water from soaking in, leaving your roots thirsty. If you love coffee grounds, blend them into your compost or scatter them thinly. Used properly, they can be a great addition, but moderation is key. Remember, gardening is all about timing. Some things are great for soil, but not when it's hot. Pay attention to the season and your local climate, and adjust your soil amendments accordingly. Focus on mulching, watering consistently, and giving your plants a little space. Mulch helps keep the soil cool and moist, while proper spacing and watering prevent stress and disease. That way you'll set your garden up for the best possible harvest. So before you add anything to warm soil, pause and think, is this going to help or hurt? A little planning goes a long way, and your garden will reward you for it. Your plants and your future self will thank you for it. Happy gardening, stay smart, stay curious, and keep growing.